Welcome to this video. I'm going to be teaching you about making holes properly. Where we left off, you are probably still in your folder for your keychain. So you're probably in your 1.2 Part 6 project folder. So I'm going to go back to the IED folder, and we are going to make a new folder called 1.3 Part 2 Holes. And open up that folder. Alright, close the data panel, give yourself more room to work. Let's begin by creating a sketch, and we're going to make it in the XY plane so we can see it from the top view. Create rectangle, center rectangle. Start on the origin, and this is going to be 1 inch wide by 6 inches. And this time, instead of going up, make sure it says new body, but we're going to go down 2 inches. And that'll help us look at the axes a little bit better. Create sketch. Choose this plane, the top face. Go to line and choose construction. Go right to the x-axis, that should be a midpoint, and all the way across to the other midpoint. Turn off your line type as a construction. Now go back to point, and what I want are 3 arbitrary points left of the origin and 3 arbitrary points to the right of the origin. So sketch dimensions. First one's going to be from this edge to the first point, that's 0.5 inches. From first point to second point, 1 inch. Second to third is also 1 inch, so I'm just going to click on this 1 and press OK. Third to fourth is also 1 inch, so I click on there and press enter. Also 1 inch. And finally, that's also 1 inch. Now, I don't have to do this, but I know that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches, plus a half is 5.5, so that other one would also be a ½ inch, which is what I want. Now hit finish sketch. What we're going to do is we're going to make 6 separate holes. So my first hole I'm going to make is a simple blind hole. So choose this first point. So we chose hole, that first point. And this is my simple icon, and I don't want any threading, nothing like that. So this spot down here is where I choose my diameter, and I'm going to make my diameter 0.4 inches, and my depth, I'm going to make it 1 inch. So you see how this is how deep is your hole, 1 inch. That's how wide is it, 0.4 inches. I'm going to press OK. Now, I want to keep making more holes, but I can't see my sketch. Hit the drop down and turn on sketch 2. Now go to hole icon, choose the second point. This is going to be a counter bore through hole. So here's the option for counter bore. Instead of distance, I want you to do all. Now it's a through hole. So the diameter of this is going to be 0.38 inches. And I want my my counter bore to actually have a diameter of 0.68 inches, and I want the depth of my counter bore to be 0.25 inches. So you can see as I change this height, that changes this. And because I did all, it automatically types the distance that will go all the way through. And press OK. That's a counter bore. Now I'm going to do a blind counter bore, so choose hole, choose this location. Still counter bore, this time it should be distance. So my counter bore diameter is going to be a ½ inch. The depth is going to be 1.5 inches. Okay, now my diameter of the actual counter bore is going to be 1 inch, and that'll have a depth of 0.3 inches. Okay, now I'm going to press OK. And that's a blind counter bore. We're going to go up. We're at the halfway point. We're going to go up to inspect and choose section analysis. We've done this on one of our resources. Choose this edge and bring it back to the 1/2 inch mark. And press OK. So now we could see first one was a simple through hole. This is a a counter bore blind, and this is a this is a counter bore through, and this is a counter bore blind. Up here, let's turn off the analysis so we can see everything again. All right, on to the fourth one. I'm going to make a countersink through hole. So create hole, choose this point right here, and this time I'm going to choose this icon, which is to countersink, and I want the diameter of my countersink to be 1/4 inch. I don't want this to be a distance. I want this to be an awl. This is a through hole. I want my counter bore or my countersink to have a diameter of 0.62, 82-degree angle, which is great, and that's everything. So we're going to press OK. Oh, yeah. Press OK. I'm going to turn on my analysis. So there's my next one. Okay, I'm going to make a countersink blind hole. So this will use distance. The diameter of this countersink blind hole is going to be 0.45. The depth is 1.15. And the diameter of my countersink is going to be not 59, but 0.59. I'm going to turn on my analysis. There's my next one. And the final thing I'm going to do is a simple through hole, but I'm going to make this one threaded. So a simple through hole is obviously the easiest one you can do. We go to distance all, we put it at simple. So whatever the diameter is you want, that's what it would change to, right? So let's say I want the diameter to be 1/4 inch. Type in 1/4 inch and it's all the way through. But what I want to do is make this threaded. So you're going to click on tapped, and then you're going to scroll down. So what's the size? You'll choose 0.25. I want it to be a 1/4-20, which is the most common 1/4 inch. My class is going to be a 2B, right hand, and we're going to model it. So I'm going to turn on my analysis, and you can see that there is threading here. All right, turn off your analysis. Turn off Sketch 2. So what we're going to do is take a screenshot here, Windows Shift S. And you're going to go to your Google Classroom, and you're going to paste it. That's the picture of the whole block. And now I'm going to turn on my analysis, Windows Shift S. Okay, you're all set. So mark this as done and turn it in.